concert series. Tonight we are honored to be here for a wonderful performance. And there's sometimes that you go out to a music gig, and then sometimes you go out to a cultural experience. And I feel that Moshe and the guys really bring a high quality cultural experience and real music, and I'm really excited for them getting out there in the world and bringing their beautiful light. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together for Gudula and the Moshe Sobol band.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, this is so special. Everybody that came here to celebrate this this day of completing a musical story, capturing a time period in my life and all the musicians that were part of this project in conveying and communicating something that's meaningful and is real. So thank you so much for being here. Yesterday we were celebrating my father's 6th yard site, the anniversary of his passing, and I was learning a little bit of Mishnayos in honor. So Mishnah and Neshama, the soul, there's a connection. So to learn the Mishnah, I was learning about the Bikurim, and the Bikurim was the first fruits, and when a simple farmer would gather the first fruits of the season, they'd go to Jerusalem and go present it in the temple and offer it as a thanks, to give thanks for their food. But upon going there to Jerusalem, they were greeted by a flute player, a flautist, would greet them and accompany them from the beginning of Jerusalem to the temple. And all the dignitaries and all the shop people that owned stores would come out and greet the simple person. And the king and the Kohanim and the Levites, they'd all come out, and the head people would come out and make a big deal about the simple person's first fruits. And I remember my father was very similar, that there was such a diverse group of people in his life, from maybe the person that mowed his lawn, he didn't mow his lawn, to a doctor or or some administrator or a musician, but everybody felt very, very special and important when they were around him. And I think the idea of bringing out the importance in the Bikurim celebration was very connected to my father's personality. So I'd like to also dedicate this evening to his memory. Lemo Pesach ben Moshe, Larry Sobol, was a phenomenal musician himself and a great educator. And I have a long list of people to thank, but we'll do that in a little bit. We're going to play some more music now.
Start off with Aaron.
keys. Oh boy, the mallet is going. All right. All right, we're gonna do another nigun. That song actually, I actually learned in my note that song. Do you remember that nigun? Yeah, so that was taught there. So that was pretty rocking arrangement. We never did it like that. Okay. All right, we're gonna do another nigun. That was nigun number 2, and this is nigun number 1. That's how we classify them. Aaron Alexander on drums. All right, so it brings us to, thank you so much. Are these both for me? Time, everybody. It's your life. Shut Yeah. I make a lot of sounds when I play music and when I eat. If you sit next to me, you said you're making some interesting sounds there. Okay. So the first song we played was the first track off the album. That's called Moshe Sobol. And the next song from the album, those two were from a project that John and I did together a couple years ago. When I was working in White Plains, I used to go over on my lunch break to John's house and we'd record this project called Nigunum in Clave. So we took a lot of Latin rhythms, Afro-Cuban rhythms, and put some of these traditional Nigunum over them and wanted to come up with a new flavor. So those two tracks were born out of that. And now we're coming back to the Geula Vision album. And this is the second track called Incense. And ever since I got a hold of a siddur, a Tehillat Hashem siddur, I was always enamored and mystified by this paragraph that said, grind it thinly grind it, because the rhythmic sound is good for the spices. So I said, wow. And it has the word rhythmic in there. So I was like, is that poetic or what does this mean? So I did some research, but now it's not really the time to go too deeply into it. But anyway, this song is about the 11 ingredients that were in the ketoris, the incense offering in the Beit HaMikdash. And one in particular incense we talk about is the galbanum, or the chelbana, which is said to have a very putrid smell to it. But it's known that it helps bring out the sweetness of the others, but it doesn't smell so good on its own. So the bridge of the song kind of meditates on the chelbana, and more from like a personal and psychological level, what is inferred is that we all have parts of ourselves that might not literally or metaphorically smell so good, but not only do we have to own it, we have to work on it and work on the expression of it, but mostly embrace it and not run from it, and realize that by dealing with it, it makes us into a sweeter and stronger person. So that's the intention on that spice chelbana. Here we go. This is the hardest arrangement. We rehearsed the most on this, so hopefully we pull it off. And I want to thank all the people here that actually, contribute to the album. I want to start off first with my brother Aaron, who's here. Where's Aaron? Sobol Bros Productions. My brother told me, he said, I started going on my own with my music therapy career in February, and it was like in probably May. He's like, all right, you're 3 months on your own. I know you have some music that you've been waiting to get out. You haven't done an album in a long time. Get into the studio. So one of my neighbors and friends, Hillel Katnick, who's here, I called him over and he came over to my house, and I just laid down any instrument that was in the room that I work out of. We laid drums, we laid marimba, we laid vibraphone down, we laid percussion down, and then we built the album from there. And we finished it, and Hillel mixed and mastered it, so he's here also to celebrate, so thank you very much. And we'll get to the title name, Geula Vision, a little later. Here we go. This is called Incense.
You guys ready? Yep.
Dave, ha. You only trouble, yo. Hot deck, you say hey Dave, alright? Here we go, let's try it. Hot deck. Very good. When I say hey Dave, you say hot deck. Hey Dave, hot deck. Hey Dave, hot deck. Hey Dave. The day shall go yellow. The next one is hot deck. Hey Dave, hot deck. Hey Dave, hot deck. Hey Dave. guitar. Brian Glassman on bass. Aaron Alexander on drums. Scotty Wattel on keys. All right. I'm going to bring up the next generation of Sobols. Avi. Okay, so this next song is called CAY, which means in Hebrew vessel. And this song came about because most of my life I had unbelievable bursts of inspiration, light, energy, positivity that ended up on some level, not being able to sustain on a very regular basis. It'd be the highs, it'd be the lows. I think it's pretty natural for most people. But once I started focusing on more of the vessels and the structures in life and the things to put your light in a sustainable way, I personally started seeing much more results and less highs and lows. So with that in mind, one of my family members, my Aunt June Schwartz, was actually a world-famous artist that specialized in making vessels. And it's all over the place, and I brought the book here of all of her artwork. And if you get a chance near the fabulous merch table that my wife and daughters are running, you can to get some inspiration from Aunt June Schwartz with the vessels that she was tuned into. And this is what this song is about, CAY. And you ready, Avi? 1, 2, 3, 4. risk to take that last note. So you just gotta go for it sometimes, you know?
Yes.
All right, wow. Okay. So really, please check out that book out there when you get a chance. Oh, okay. How's everybody doing back there? We're going to turn it up a little bit. This next song is called Banks to the River. And this is a phrase. I heard this metaphor, this mushal, in 2003. Some speaker I heard talked about mitzvahs. And he said mitzvahs are like the banks to the river. You know, like without the banks, the water just doesn't flow and it turns into a swamp or it turns into a flood. I was like, oh, really? I'd like to be swimming in a nice flowing water, you know? So this is called Put Me in Between the Banks to the Beautiful River. And this is on the Shem's Disciples' first album, So Melodic. And if you still have a CD player or a car that plays CDs, you get to take one for free. There's not much value to these things anymore. You can put your coffee on it too and have a nice smiley person with overalls on the cover. But it's yours. This is called Banks to the River. ball flowing through the veins. Cause we're young and we're brave. We're sons of King K. Yes, we're young and we're brave. We're sons of King K. Yes, we're young and we're brave. We're sons of King K. Yes, we're young and we're brave. We're sons of King K. Come on, check it out, check it out, check it out. Yeah, learning melodies and dropping philosophies. With integrity, eternal longevity. Steadily, I'm setting precedent from detriment. Cornerstones from almighty sediment. Pushing my monodies and dropping philosophies. With integrity, eternal longevity. Steadily, I'm setting precedent from detriment. Cornerstones built from almighty sediment. Put me in between, put me in between. 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 The last through the middle, the last through the middle. Put me in between, put me in between. Put me in between, put me in between. Put me in between, put me in between. To the river. Aaron Sobol. Yeah, let's go. All right, we're just warming up. Okay, I want to invite up another very special guest, Mayor. You ready? Okay, everybody, give a round of applause for Mayor Rosenberger. Now, I have 4 human beings here that we created because of this man and his wife. And they're responsible for matching me up with my beautiful wife, Seema, who's here tonight. This is the shotgun. And we're going to do another Shem's Disciple song called Not For Myself. And Mayor's going to play guitar. So I guess you'll jump on when we do the solo, yeah? Sounds good? All right, beautiful. Want to come back up? Ready? 1, 2. If I'm not for myself, who's gonna be for me? If I'm only for myself, who am I? If I'm not for myself, who's gonna be for me? Who's gonna steer the ship when we lost at sea? Balance the beam and holding up the team. Record the daily log when the thoughts get heavy. Change the course to rock steady. Because the current's strong, the pirates on a hot beat. A flop sees the direction of the captain and the crew studying the ancient map in the cabin. It's the rapid, it's the modern day expression. Sometimes the only way that you synchronize lessons. The road fisherman, road brother, you're the cash blessing. Don't let it go, don't ever let it go. Oh no, I got all my precious on a ruby. That's beauty, that's why you had to choose me to relate. The ethics at the stage is saying in a new song proposed to what the pages make. If I'm not for myself, who's gonna be for me? If I'm only for myself. The
you ready to anoint me? Aaron, high priest sleep, beat me beats at the feast me. I need my energy to compete as I eat my enemies and they fall like the autumn leaf. I dig deep like the creek, way beneath the surface with my verses with the purpose to open your mind before the neighbor closes his tongue.
For myself, who's gonna be for me? If I'm only for myself, what am I? What am I? Am I? What am I? Made Rosenberger on guitar, F minor. Thank you, Mayor. That sounded beautiful. Wow. Okay. All right. We are coming to a close. Got two more songs for you tonight. We had the great Skust for Shlomo Gason from Zusha to guest appear on this, along with Gershon and Shmuel Braun. And Gershon's here joining us tonight. He's going to come up on the next one to sing. Anyway, this song is called Bed of Solomon, and it's taken from Shir Hashirim.
Just play the form right through. Okay, you guys ready? One. Right on ahead. Oh, beer's coming. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we're gonna do one more. This is Marching to the New Era. And Gershon, come on up to sing this one with me.
If I may, just want to share a couple of words for the next song. I'm friends with Moshe, Maron, and his wife Sima. Know them for a bit. We've worked together musically and spent many Shabbatot by Moshe, and certainly really, really special people. And just on the way here tonight, I was thinking about tonight and the launch of this, the CD and the music that's unique to yours. And you mentioned earlier tonight about Shama, your father, and learning Mishnayos, and Shama, Mishnayos, they come from the same root. So we, especially musicians, we know there's a lot of depth. There's a depth of science when it comes to music, how music works, especially you would know with the work that you do with in music therapy and how much it could transform a person and it affects us on an emotional level, on a real deep level. But beyond the science of it, we know that when we're singing, we're using our breath, and we're molding our breath, we're shaping our breath, and beyond all the neurochemical and physiological mechanisms that promote feelings of wellness and emotional high from music, when we sing together, we're breathing together. We know that the base of our life, the base of being alive, is, like you said, neshama. Neshima is your breath. God gives us life. He shares his love with us through the breath. So with your new music, your unique compositions, you've created a way for us as a CAY, like you said earlier, a CAY, to take the love that God's giving us and share it and experience it together in a unique way. So I just want to recognize that. And, thanks for being here.
Clap it up now. in jubilation with the generation of revelation. Elation for our separation. Waiting from facing, now we made it in celebration. Okay, repeat after me, everybody. Oh, yeah! On vocals, Aaron Alexander on drums, Glassman on bass, Jon Madof on guitar, Wattel on keys. We are the Moshe Sobol Band. Thank you, Foley. Thank you, everybody at Chavas over here tonight. Thanks for coming. This was beautiful, and thanks for making it a very special evening. And we hope to play again and in front of people that weren't here tonight, as well as people that were here tonight, and just get deeper qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Thank you all for coming.
Moshe Sobol!
Shout out to my cousins, Hal and Olivia, that came all the way from Brooklyn.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Moshe and the band. So beautiful. Thank you guys so much.